Welcome to spring. This is Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and I am going to share with you the stamp sets that we have from our From the Garden collection, this beautiful, beautiful spring collection. And the florals in these stamps are just absolutely beautiful. And you're going to notice now, I will show you some of the colors that I picked out. But I will tell you that the majority of what I stamped is just in black. The floral images in that, the detail, they're so beautiful that I liked them just in black, honestly. I did add a little bit of other color. So we have two stamp sets. We have, this one is from the Traveler's Notebook Kit. This is from the Modern Memory Keeping Kit, or if you subscribe to the stamp subscription, you would get both of these, okay? We do, because I couldn't stop and I loved the florals so much, we created an a la carte stamp set. This is not part of any subscription at all. If you subscribe to any of the kits, you will be able to during early ordering, grab this if you want via your subscriber portal and put it in with your box and have it shipped to you. So subscribers will get first dibs on this separate stamp set if they want it. If there happen to be any left on the first, they will be released to the general public. So that is a completely separate stamp set. Let me show you some of the colors that I used from the Stamp Market. I have Fern, Greenery, Leafy, and the Matcha. And then from Stampin' Up, I have the So Saffron. It was a really pretty yellow with those greens. And then, of course, the VersaFine Onyx Black is the best black that I have found. And especially when you have stamp sets like this with the beautiful fine details, it works perfectly. So let's start. And the other thing that we did, and leave me a comment, please. I love when you leave a comment. It also helps the Cocoa Daisy algorithm if you like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Those are all easy things you can do to help us. But one of the things that we did this month that I really liked, so you all have to tell me what you think about it, is in the stamp sets, rather than more, and it just depends on the designs too. I went with larger. So there's fewer stamps, but they're larger, which I really like. It was the same thing we did with the 4x6. We did fewer, but they're larger. So let me know what you think about that. I'm curious if you guys like that. If you're like, no, I want you to throw as many on there as you can, or I don't mind little stamps, or, or no, I love bigger stamps. Let me know. So this one, we have this circle stamp with the words, and it makes for great layering. We have the Today is the Day. And then we have some of these pretty, this one's the floral, and then a couple of the leaves. And then we have this, which I just think is just a pretty little kind of like, not really a twig, but sometimes you get the little reeds in the garden. It's just kind of wispy. And I like how it layered in with this one in particular. But I could see this just all on its own with a title next to it. I think it would be really, really pretty. Or even as an underline, you could use it that way with a title too. So a number of different ways to use that. Obviously, you can layer any of the sayings or the florals in the circle. You can see like I did that here. This one, I took this little leaf and I stamped it with, I think it was the Leafy and the So Saffron, and kind of layered it and added the Today is the Day. I love this kind of squiggle drawing leaf. It's so pretty. Again, they're kind of elegant and simple, and I think they're just very, very pretty. I layered those with the Today is the Day. So there's a number of ways that you could use these. This one, if you have a circle punch, or even if you don't, you could cut it out. You could turn these into die cuts. And this stamp set is part of the Traveler's Notebook. And what's neat about this is that we include some chipboard circles and some vellum die cut circles with the same saying and gold foil, so that's great for layering with all of those elements as well. So that is the Traveler's Notebook one. And then this one is from the Modern Memory Keeping Kit. It has a couple of sayings. It has this beautiful little already put together kind of bouquet, and then it has one lone flower there. So you can use any of the sayings with either one of these, as you can see that I did here. Okay, we have the Become More Aware, What's Really Worth Your Energy, and I love that particular font. I do not be surprised if you don't see more like this. I love that. With the Welcome Spring and the More of This. Now you can start combining then as well. So you have that with the Welcome Spring and then adding in the little quote. Or you can do it with just the single flower as well. You can then combine two. You can do Welcome Spring with More of This with the single flower. Or you can build the bouquets. And that's what's really, really fun about if you happen to get all three stamp sets, you can take all of these florals together and build bouquets with them. So like this one, I added the flower here. This one, I added that flower on both sides. Just remember to take, grab a scrap piece of paper. I've shown you this in my videos before, but if you want to add something like this one here, but you're worried that, like, say the tail is going to interfere with another flower if you wanted to layer it in there, you just mask off a little piece when you stamp, and then it would cut it off. So don't forget to use that little masking technique. I've shown you that a number of times. But you can totally build your bouquets with these. You'll see I did that in a minute. I'll show you I did even more of that. And again, I didn't create a bunch of examples with both of these, but you can use these sayings inside of the circle. You can mix and match the florals. You can mix and match the sayings with the florals. You can do all of that. All right, now let's show you some examples using this one. So you have the larger ones in here. So you see that one there, and then this one here. And this is actually the same one that is on our pouch this month too. So I stamped it either way. You can turn it and run it. Either way works. I did it with the Enjoy and with the In Full Bloom. And then you can, of course, take any of these individual flowers and you can add the words to those too. Now, I have to tell you, I love simple things. This one right here, with the way that this is bent, with the Enjoy kind of tucked in there, that is my absolute favorite. It is super simple. If you stamped that on a tag, how beautiful would that be? I love this one as well. I think, again, it's just so elegant and pretty. If you did that on a small note card for a bridal shower or a wedding or a birthday, Mother's Day, think of the cards that you could make with these. If you like watercolor or you like colored pencils, you could, beautiful to do this. You could do the technique that I showed you in the April stamping video with the hot air balloons, where I took the little makeup applicators with the ink and brushed those in there. You could do that on these as well. You could do just this one and the butterfly and the Enjoy. And again, it's simple, elegant, so pretty. I may use these. Obviously, you won't get these in time for Easter, but I was thinking it would be pretty to maybe do just like the little spray and do like name cards for the table. There's just so many pretty ways that you could use all of these. Just the butterfly with the Enjoy. This one is just kind of a tone on tone, just the one single blossom with the In Full Bloom. This one I layered some of the flowers together. So you've got this one, and this one with the butterfly. So that one creates a small little bouquet. Then if you want to go even crazier, you can create another bouquet. So this one, I started out with this one, and then I just built around that with all of the other flowers and just stamping using that masking technique that I showed you, added the butterfly and then the enjoy in green. And again, I love the black and white. I think that's so pretty. If you did just a simple maybe watercolor wash on a piece of white cardstock, let it dry, and then stamped over top of it would be so pretty. You just have this subtle little watercolor effect in the background. That would be very, very pretty. And then the same idea of building a bouquet, but with this one here. So I stamped that, I added, let's see, this one has this flower here, and then 2 of this one. So that one added a little bit. This one I added a ton. This one I added, I think, kind of all of them. So this one is from here. And again, using that masking technique, this one and this one right there. We've got this one in there. We've got the single bloom in there. And then this little guy here is from here. And then put the in full bloom with the butterfly. What would be striking with this one is if all you did was color in, like, say, just the butterfly and left everything else black and white. It would be really, really pretty as well. Do that on a piece of white cardstock, layer a piece of patterned paper behind the white cardstock and create that layer with that little bit of color. It would be so pretty. Love this stamp set. So that is a look at all of the ways that you can build these and create all of these beautiful bouquets and sayings. Lots of different ways you could incorporate this into your journaling on a layout if you wanted to, or kind of create your own die cuts too. Very, very pretty. So that is a look at the stamps in the From the Garden collection.